I needed to address this via video because I need other women to chime in on this, sister. You started something here. If you are a woman and you grew up in a two-parent household, or if you had a very involved father in your life, it could be your biological father or stepfather, just a man who protected you, loved on you, and was responsible for you, and he don't play about you, more importantly. Okay, so if you are that woman and you're watching this, I want to know below in the comments what your dating experience was when other men find out that you were protected. And the reason why this is so key is because I'm going to go first and share what my dating experiences were like with men once they found out that I had a loving father in my life. The majority of the guys, they said stuff like, oh, well, I'm gonna have to undo what your daddy did. They said shit like, oh, well, you think I'm supposed to love you like your father did? Or they say shit like, oh, so you think I'm supposed to treat you like your father did? I'm your man, not your father. It's like men love talking shit about women who got quote unquote daddy issues and didn't know their father, but they really hate the women who do know their fathers and their fathers don't play about them because you can't get your fucking way with us. So they automatically hate women who have fathers in their lives. Ladies, I need to know if I am the only one who has experienced this out in the dating world from men who were mad. Here's my philosophy. Now, this is something that even if you did not grow up with your biological father, you can take this philosophy. This is my philosophy. Every single man I come into contact with, I compare him to my father. I'll say stuff like if he does or says something, I would say, you know, my father would never say that. My father would never sit online arguing with women he don't know. My father would never treat me this way. Something feels off about this. My father would never speak to me that way. This man is not showing me love. And ladies, this is the last key of advice I'm going to give you. If you are in a relationship with a man and you have to call your father for anything, that man is a liability. Get rid of him. Because ain't no way in hell you should have a man in your life and you got to call your father for anything, especially if your father is up in age. Because guess what? If my father can get up and fucking do it, so can that man that y'all land up with. So I just wanted to put that out there and to help protect my sisters. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Okay, so you seem to be trying to have a halfway respectful conversation. So I'm going to go ahead and have that conversation with you. So you said your biggest problem has always been that Black women consistently pick what they like, not what they need. And the trash that disappoints y'all don't represent basically the majority of the Black men. But I grew up in a two-parent household. I am a daddy's girl. I'm actually, I still spend the night at my dad's house. So I have a very close relationship with my father. We travel together. And my father was married to my mother up until she passed away in 2012. But I grew up with a man in the house. So I grew up seeing a healthy relationship between a man and a woman. Like, my dad wasn't paranoid about if my mother was going to take advantage of him, and my mother wasn't paranoid about if my dad was going to take advantage of her. They literally worked together as a team. So I seen what men do when they love and care about a woman, and I seen how a woman can add to a man that is taking care of her and that is being dependable. So I can't sit on the internet and complain, demonize, or talk shit about women who did not grow up with their fathers in the home, because I had an advantage with that. I've avoided a lot of trash ass niggas because they didn't look like what my father was presenting to me. So it didn't take me long to see that, hey, these dudes are the exact opposite of your father. Leave them alone. Most women do not have that. And then also, as women, when we are missing that relationship with our fathers, a lot of us will internalize that. When women are hurting or looking for love, we hurt ourselves. When men are hurting and looking for love, they hurt other people. So it's important to know that men and women are simply wired differently. So y'all complain about women being too masculine, but when we are being our natural, nurturing, trusting, feminine, vulnerable selves, then we get demonized for that too and get told, oh, well, y'all should make better choices and y'all should know better. But if I'm operating in my femininity, then I'm naturally going to be nurturing and trusting to everybody. Okay? So I just hope this makes sense to you. I wanted to address this comment because I see this a lot from black men. Y'all love to say most of y'all claim independent and y'all don't need a man, etc. So why protect y'all, especially if y'all not family or girls or wives? So I would like to show you what I grew up with as a black woman. Okay, so this is my father. I've known him since birth. And he will literally come to my house if he know it snows and shovel the snow around my car. Even though I paid somebody to do it, it's something that my dad wants to do for me because I'm his daughter. This is my dad again. When I go to visit him, he pulls my car around on his drive port. He checks the oil, he checks my filter, he checks my transmission fluid. He wants to make sure that my car is safe. And this was my dad again on another occasion that I went to visit him. He went and took my car and washed it because he wants to make sure that I'm not getting any glare in the mirrors and just basically making sure that I'm driving a safe vehicle. This is my dad yet again. All I did was mention in a conversation that my shelving in my closet had collapsed. And within the next, I would say, couple of hours, he was at my house assessing the situation and coming up with a solution so that my clothes wasn't on the floor in my closet. This was my dad bringing my sister flowers on her birthday. This was my dad again fixing the toilet in my guest bathroom. So again, I mentioned to him in conversation that my toilet was not flushing properly. Something was going on with it. Bam, he's right there looking at it and making sure that I'm not in the house with a faulty toilet, even though I have a whole other bathroom I could have used. And this is my dad once again. He came to my house because he seen that it was going to be cool this weekend. He watched the weather. He was like, do you have a kit to go up around your windows to make sure that you're not getting a draft so it won't be cold? I told him no. He came by. He installed the kit for me. So as a black woman who grew up with my father in my life, and he's been this way the entire time I've been alive. So you will never hear me say, I don't need a man. And it is because I have a man in my life who I can actually depend on. So what y'all want to do is y'all want to leave y'all daughters and blame it on the mother. Y'all don't protect shit, but then y'all are mad that other women have finally said, hey, we don't need you. Just keep doing you. We got this. So you can't be mad at that if you are not the type of man that my father is and you can't fix shit around the house. I just wanted to hop on here really quickly just to share this photo with you guys because this same confident little girl that you see in this picture is now a grown ass woman. And I think it's important to share this because it's so important to build your children up while they are young and developing a sense of self. And I really just wanted to make this video for all of the dusties out there who truly believe that they can undo my father's programming. I mean, like, has programmed me for 40 years to believe that I was beautiful, important, and loved. So there ain't shit anybody can say to me on this app to make me feel inadequate. And I'm posting this because I know so many black men on this app want to buck break a black woman and break her down and quote unquote humble her. And I just wanted to really make sure that you guys know that you can't fucking do it because my father did his job too well. So just stop. Y'all look silly. Oh, and for those who love to hop on my my posts and call me Big Shirley and call me fat, I've had a six pack since I was a fucking baby. Stop it.